Tell me what these things have in common: a crying baby, putting on nice clothes for a date, and filling out a job application. Now, what these three things have in common is that they are somebody selling themselves. They are trying to persuade and influence the audience. Now, the the sales that they are doing, the point is the persuading and influence of the audience to take action. Now, over the next 5 minutes, I am going to prove to you that you are a salesperson and that you may be already sold on 7 deadly myths of the sales process. Now, the title of the speech is Sell or Be Sold. Now, you will either sell or you will be sold on these 7 deadly myths. And the 7 deadly myths are the ones that will take away your belief in yourself that you can do this. And I want you to believe, as much as I do, that there is honestly not a person out there who cannot learn sales skills. The first thing that you may be sold on as a deadly myth is that you are not a salesperson. Now, if you think back to that crying baby, that's the baby trying to get the attention, trying to sell itself to the parents to persuade and influence his audience to take action. Now, but whether it's a crying baby or a kid whining in the supermarket because they want this candy, or the parent using the candy to bribe the kid, the dating, if you've ever been on a date, if you've ever made friends, if you've been on a job interview, these are all instances of you selling yourself. Even in Toastmasters, you sold yourself on this product. You sold yourself that this is the vehicle that will help you be a better speaker. So, not being a salesperson is not really founded in anything, because when you wanted to be a better public speaker, you found Toastmasters and you believed in yourself enough to invest into Toastmasters. Now, the second deadly myth that may take you out of your belief as a salesperson is that salespeople are icky or slimy. And again, this is not true at all, because what it comes down to is the intent of the sale. Now, the intent is what you are trying to do. When we come to sales, we want to serve. We want to help the person that we are talking to. You know, in a beautiful world, in a perfect world, you've got a problem, I've got the solution, we work together, I help you out with the solution, and it's a done deal. You know, unfortunately, not everyone is super trusting, and things have happened along in life, and so people are skeptical for different reasons. And so the intent to serve is the thing that will overcome the icky and slimy and salesy. And if you are feeling that way, it's probably a root cause of something that's going on with you that you are not intending to serve. The third deadly myth of sales is trickery or convincing. You think that sales is trickery. Now, if you think back to maybe your teenage years, or you think about a teenager who is coming home after curfew, this parents catch him or her and they say, "Oh, you're out past curfew." But then the teenager says, "Oh, what are you talking about? No, I wasn't. I've been in my room sleeping this whole time." And yes, that may be a sales technique, but that sales technique is called lying. And so that is not exactly really where we're going to go with this, because obviously the intent to serve was not there, and you're not trying to get the attention to persuade and influence your audience to take action other than the believing. The number 4 deadly myth that you may be sold on is that if you have a good product, that they will buy. And unfortunately, that's not the case. Imagine if you went into a clothing store, you're looking for a nice top for an event that you have that evening, and you find the salesperson and they say, "Hey, can I help you with something?" You say, "Oh, no, 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 I'm just browsing." Okay, they've got a good product, but they're not selling it to you. If they say, "Hey, what kind of a top can I help you find? A top? Are you looking for a top or a bottom?" And examples like that, they're actually using their product to adapt to what are you looking for and try to solve your problem. The next one is pushiness. People say that salespeople are pushy, and unfortunately, I think kids are to blame for this because kids like to push, like to close. Now, kids don't do the wholesale sales process, they go straight to the close. Kids will say, "I want dinner. Give me dinner. Give me this candy. I want this." And they go straight for the sale without going through the process. Whereas if a kid would say, "Hey, Dad, I really like to hang out with you. I'd love to go spend time with you playing catch in the yard," then will you come out and play with me? That would be more of a sales process than just saying, "Come play with me. Come out to the yard." So when you hear a salesperson telling you to do something, that is a pushiness and that's opposite of the sales. The next one is that you are just born with it. And that is correct. You are born being a salesperson, but it's not a genetic talent. It is a skill, such as playing a guitar, learning to drive a car, learning to play a guitar. And these are skills that you can learn and develop. Now, the last one, the seventh deadly myth, is that it's for extroverts only. And the extrovert only is actually has nothing to do with sales. Being an extrovert and being an introvert really don't relate to the skills that you have being a salesperson. So that's not even an issue. The things that you do need to have sales, to be a salesperson, and we mentioned this a little bit before, is the intent to serve. Your intent is everything. To be a problem solver, the second thing is to be a problem solver and not a product pusher, as well as finding that belief in yourself. The third one is to have people believe in you with your intent. Now ask yourself, are you sold or are you selling or are you being sold? You are a salesperson. Thank you.